All right, I'm going to do this now using dynamics. Okay, so here is this incline. And notice for now, it's actually going to be very handy to notice that this is, we've got the height here, right? And then we also have the hypotenuse, right? So we actually have the opposite side, and we also have the hypotenuse. And so we can actually make a substitution when we go to calculate sine. I'll just show you that. Not in this video, but the next one. Okay, so as this thing accelerates down the plane, there is the parallel component of gravity that we used in inclined plane. So mg sine theta, right? And that mg sine theta, we're not going to have any friction in these problems because they're hard enough, right? That turns into ma, that is the force needed to translationally accelerate this thing, right? And then it turns into also the force needed to rotationally accelerate it. So that's I alpha over r. Now, let's step back for a moment and say, well, where did that come from? That is, remember that torque is Rf, right? So therefore, torque divided by R is F, right? So ultimately, this is torque, right? Because remember, torque is also I alpha, right? Right? So torque divided by R is I alpha over R, right? I think that's kind of a lot to remember, but some people like this way, so I'm going to continue. All right, so it's a marble, so we're going to substitute 2/5 mr squared, and then you always substitute what A over R, right? We want to solve these in linear land because we do. How would we do it otherwise? I think this is the only way to do it. Okay, so now we're set. Now our next step is we show the substitution. Right, that's MA plus, and then it's 2/5, right, times A over R, and that's divided by R, right? Notice that R is going to go away. Notice that we can cancel an M from every term, and we end up with G sine theta equals A plus 2/5 A, right? So that is, what is that? That is 5/5 A. All the fifths, right? There's 5/5, right? Plus 2/5 A, so G sine theta. Right? And if you can't fraction, if you can't do that, your calculator can. Literally, you can say 1 plus 2/5 and get the answer. It'll say 1.4, and then you can go math. I think it's math 1 or something like that. We'll turn it into a fraction for you. It's totally cheating. But hey. Okay, so let's see. What is this? This is 7/5 A. And so A is 5/7 G sine theta. Now what we will do is we will not actually use the sine function. It's not like we're going to find that angle and then plug that in. The sine of this angle, remember sine is opposite over hypotenuse, right? This side is the opposite, right? That's the opposite side. There's the hypotenuse, right? So the sine is going to be 0.12 over what, 3.8. We'll make that substitution. We just have a bunch of fractions here. Which is kind of cool. I suppose that makes sense, right? Acceleration down a plane would be some geometric fraction of the incline of the plane. All right, so that's how you do that. And now in the next video, I'll show you how to solve for how fast it's going at the bottom of the plane and its acceleration.